Let's draw something. So today I'm going to be taking you along with me as I fill a spread in my sketchbook. I don't really know what I'm going to draw, but you probably can bet it's going to be human shaped. It'll hopefully be very colorful as well. Start with something simple. A girl. I gotta be honest, I haven't drawn in a couple days and I feel pretty rusty. Let's just try and chip that off. Kind of what I like about color erase pencils is that I can hardly see them, so it like gives me more leeway to make mistakes and like layer it up and find the right lines without being too committal. Find the body in here. I like the hips to like jet out and then cross the legs a little here. I was thinking that like this was the center of the body, but now I kind of like was playing with the lines a little and I feel like I kind of like it being straight across with just like the hips going to the left instead of like forward. Something that's been helping me with noses is actually drawing just a straight up triangle. Makes me realize whether it's like not lined up well with the eyeballs or if it's like under one eye more than it's under another eye. It kind of just helps me find the shape. Even if you don't end up drawing all those lines, it's super helpful. We can fit one leg in there, just make her kind of short. We appreciate short people around here, or looking in the mirror would be very difficult. Shoulders look a little low, so let's try and bring those up. She is looking down, so the neck's not gonna look as long as someone who's looking up. Hair. Maybe something with a slight wave to it. She looks so done with you. I'm picturing like plaid pants, maybe with a belt. What about like a mesh top? Be like an oversized vest. Those aren't in style, are they? Her hands in the pockets, maybe. That's a nice organic pose, right? I'm kind of liking this. Wish the foot fit onto the page, and there's only space up here, but what can I do? All right, and then for colors, why don't we go something pretty autumnal? Yellows, oranges, browns. I always end up swatching all my colors again. I have a sheet where I've swatched all my markers, but do I go and find it and save myself some time? No, I don't. I might just go in and use this. Why pre-plan? It's a sketchbook, right? Let's just dive in and get messy, you know? Make Miss Frizzle proud. I want to try and paint something meshy. So it would be darker here where there's more layers, and then here it'll be like a gray mixed with the skin tone. So let's find a skin tone. Keep it in the yellow family. That's too light. That's pretty yellow. What is this? Silk. So we're gonna color everything that's not gonna have an opaque fabric on top. All of this. Why am I drawing mesh? I don't even know where this came from. Sometimes things just pop in your head and you're like, whoa, let's do it. Give it a little depth, shadows, that sort of thing. Let's start with like a lighter gray. We'll have it in a t-shirt shape, maybe long sleeves, poke out of the vest. Go over this. And then a darker one. I don't know what color the pants are gonna be yet. I'm thinking I might want this whole mesh thing to be a lot darker. It doesn't have enough contrast. Headband. So maybe some plaid pants. Should we use maybe this yellow and maybe a Copic yellow? That's kind of gross. No offense. But maybe that would be good as like a first layer so we can like build up a plaid. Layer some here. See what happens. Nothing. Okay. Okay, I feel like that's too bright. I'd like something just a smidge lighter than our Y2, but like the same hue. Oh, that's closer. Oh, sorry. That wasn't my bad. Maybe the Ohuhus will save me? Ooh, that's not bad. It's very, very similar to the Y2. I go with this just because I feel like it's less saturated. Oh, and I forgot the belt. Let's do the belt in that dark color while I'm thinking it over. But let's just start with Y3. Okay, I'm going with the Ohuhu marker. We'll just color it all in and then we'll try and make it plaid. Oh, there's not a lot of contrast there. What if we start with ivory? Just around the other yellow area. Blend it into this. That ivory color is so close to the gray mixed with the skin tone that I used. Maybe I'll just get rid of that. So we need either a darker orange or just like a slightly brown orange. Ooh, that might do it, but it's a little on the dry side. So let's try. Draw stripes. Oh, the space between them should be the same size as them. Oops, they should be a little closer together. And then go vertically, right down. And where they intersect should be darker, but we'll probably have to go over that a little. I'm gonna try and take that same marker and just build up the areas that they intersected and get a little bit more oomph. See, time-consuming things are always better when they work. I'm also kind of just holding the marker there for a few seconds to let the color really transfer. If I were to just tap it, I don't know. Actually, tapping looks like it's doing the same thing. Well, you learn something new every day. Continue on. Trying to keep the gap between them the same size as the actual strokes, but it's difficult. Follow the curve of the leg a little bit more. We can go over it again, but it has to be completely dry or it's not going to layer as well. Let's do a little line art here. Really find the like seams and everything. I can actually still see old coal erase lines. That's helpful. We could add like a little side seam here. Maybe an inseam here. Now I'm realizing we're missing some color a little in there. There we go. Texture, texture. Now back to this mesh. Almost want to like warm it up a little. I could just go over it with like a brown. Maybe it just needs a little texture to it. Like a little bit of this. I'm gonna use the chisel. Curve it around the arm a little. Just go in with the next darkest gray that I have. Oh, I like that better already. Add a little liner to this vest. I want to sketch over the hands just a smidge, make sure I know what I'm kind of going for. I think I got it. What it needs is a little white gel pen on the belt. How perfect! Which color should we use for blush? Maybe like an orange, because that's like moving closer to pinks. Ooh, there it is. Our pinkest yellow, which is spring orange. Oh, we didn't even do shoes. I like ignored it completely. Just go over this with the liner. Should I try some colored line art for like the face? Use this guy. Even the scrawler box, that wine colored Copic multi-liner for the eyebrows. Gave her more lips. I think it was necessary to go purple for the liner. So I'm gonna go back to black. The rest here. Let's go back to this for the eyebrows. Skin tone. Alright, hair color. I'm guessing we should go brown. Keep it all nice warm tones. I feel like these are gonna be too saturated. Yeah, see how like red that is? Ooh, that's a nice like warm black color. Let's go with that. Honestly though, seeing it in practice, I don't mind the really warm brown. Because it like looks so different than like the mesh stands out as its own look. Color in some of these cracks, so something a little lighter just to keep that texture. A little extra spring orange in here. Maybe some black shoes. Yellow shoes are fun, but like obviously it's not as practical to own a yellow pair of shoes because you probably won't wear them as much. But this is art, so who cares? I can throw a little yellow up here. Maybe a little yellow lip, earring of some kind. Maybe some freckles since I'm here. Start with the lighter one and then see if I want to go darker than that. I like that it's on the lighter side. I don't want to also just kind of like doodle around. I don't know. I really like on Instagram when people take a selfie or take a photo and then they just like doodle on it a little bit. I wonder if there's like a way to like bring that into my sketchbook. Like obviously you can do like little stars, dots. You'll notice I do this kind of thing on my thumbnails a lot. Oh, this makes me want to incorporate the stars into this somewhere. Make it a star pattern. Try and make it look like a pattern by not making them too sporadic, but make it more repetitive. I feel like it's a little outside the colors. Maybe if I make the belt that color, I'm gonna color the whole thing in with this little liner. Desaturated a smidge. I feel like I could use a little more doodles. Some just brown stars down here. Need to come up with something else besides stars maybe for the next one. Maybe if I had a theme to begin with, that would be cute. Alright, let's draw something else. I'll just start somewhere. I'll try that pose that I was originally going to do before I found this cute one. This is way more exaggerated. Put like one hand here. Sorry I don't really have a theme for today's video, I'm just sort of drawing. But I'm glad you're coming along with me. I'm kind of thinking like just really long hair to fill this little space. This is kind of an interesting pose. Anyway, outfit. Something with like a side slit. Those are cute, right? It's a little short. Oh, short. She's bending like this, it should be more curved. We did stars. What if we do like moons? So then we could draw like a moon shape like here, right around her head. Maybe we can do a mesh sort of thing, or moon tights, moon belt, moon. Full moon earrings. Make them more moon shaped. Okay, I just had a sad thought. My brain's kind of telling me to leave it sketchy, to just like break up the page, because like I also want to keep coloring, but like if I color two things here and then color these things here, it'll just be like a lot of color, you know? Let me just go and do line art maybe first. If I feel like it needs a little color, we can do it. Oh, I just like to think of the whole sketchbook spread as a bit of a small piece of art in itself. Obviously there's some times when I just don't care because I'm like planning something out, but why not try and just go for something visually pleasing? I do like this sketch. It's kind of like wonky and it's got some charm. Bit of hair, little hair, maybe a lot of hair. What kind of shoes? I didn't really leave room for anything but flats. Just gonna go in and draw them with the line art. I just want to play around a little bit. Layer like neutral gray, like a dark one with like a blue, or maybe just a really dark blue. And then just use the gel pen and like draw in the moons or stars or something. Oh wait, I said I wasn't gonna use color. Well, the sketchbook wants what the sketchbook wants. Maybe some blue lips too. Why not? Star action. Wait, no, there were supposed to be moons. Well, we could put one moon on here. That's like the night sky. There we go. It looks too green or something. Maybe I should have layered the gray and then the blue. Oh yeah, see that's much more blue, while also remaining that dark color. And we'll add some more star clusters, maybe some bigger ones. Bunch of them. Okay, I said I wasn't going to color it, so I'm going to leave it more blank because I don't really want to bring more color on this page. I still had the fun of, you know, drawing in the like galactic outfit. Alright, let's do another one. What I think I'll do is draw two more, and then my favorite will get the full color job, and then the other one we'll find some way to make it cool. Oh, I didn't draw more like doodly things. Wait. What am I doing to her face? I'm sorry. Sorry, ma'am. Oop, that head's gonna be too big to fit legs. I can already tell you. I should have found a reference. This feels really weird to me. References are so great for like poses and things. Let's do an arm up. Maybe just like a little something like this. Triangle nose. Maybe a V-neck? When do I ever draw a V-neck? Looks like a model. Maybe a crop. Everything's always got to be cropped with me, apparently. Maybe short hair? No, I don't know. Maybe a pixie cut. I feel like just some high-waisted jeans would be fun. Maybe with some kind of like embroidery patch of florals. I feel like that was kind of trendy last year, right? Maybe a wide leg. I never draw wide legs. With like high heels. This is such a look I would never wear. Not my vibe. But I mean, it looks good on her. I'm gonna do high heels too. That's another thing I never wear. I don't know what it is. I just don't feel like myself when I wear high heels. Continue that like floral pattern. Maybe down across the leg. Maybe like a splotch here. Like a line of them there. Maybe a tiny flower here. It does give me like the tiniest little hippie vibe, which makes me want to add a little fringe somewhere. Either to the bottom of these pants or to the bottom of this top. This post turned out way better than I expected. Should we give her a belt? I'm thinking beltless. We gave her a belt. Should we do them boots? Let me find like a reference of some wide leg pants and see what people are wearing with them. All right, sneakers. Oh, there's some heels. This boss lady. So we'll give them those heels. A little bit more sandally. Makes sense. Should I put some kind of like necklace? Definitely some kind of jewelry. I mean, this pose just tells me she cares enough to put on some jewelry, so try and pump up the floral vibe too. So maybe even draw or redraw whatever flowers we end up there around her, like an Instagram filter, Snapchat, whatever. I don't know how the world works. I don't know what color. I think I want some blue jeans though. I'm thinking a light wash with some like saturated patches on it. Find a nice denim color. I feel like I had found a really good denim color and I don't remember what it was. That is a good light wash. B01, which is dry. I should take the dry ones and put them somewhere else so that I know that I need to buy them. I would like something a smidge lighter, maybe. Yeah, let's start with this. This is snow green, and I'm just gonna layer over everything that I want to be denim, and then we'll go from there. See, this is light enough where if I want to move the patches a little bit, I have that opportunity as well. And it's gonna mix with the pink of the Cool Erase pencil, make fun textures, make fun blending. Layer it up with a slightly darker blue. The thing with denim, it's not one color throughout. There's a lot of texture, so it's good to build it up. Especially if it's like skinny jeans, you have like those like lighter wash areas, and then it's usually lighter around where the pockets are. Just a whole lot of texture, so I'm just gonna slowly build it up. Kind of outline the patch, give it a little depth so that it looks like it sticks out. I think I'll color everything else and then I'll know if it needs to be darker or lighter, because we might want it lighter, and if everything else ends up being darker, then I'll want this even lighter, and then I won't be able to do that. So let's leave it light and move on. So I'm thinking pinks and reds for the patch. Maybe if I can find like a pinky red. Ooh, that's so pretty. Another rose color. Oh, we could just do that instead of reds. For some reason I'm picturing this crop top being like a burgundy. Do I have a burgundy mark? I like all these pink colors. What is going on with me? When I was little, I hated the color pink. They're all speaking to me. That is the top. But will that look weird with light wash jeans? I never wore light wash jeans. So let's color in the roses. And then I'll pick one of the colors that I use for the roses for the top. Cohesive. I really liked this pink. Darker. I'm using the chisel again because I want that like fine point that doesn't change. So I'm using the very tippy of it. Almost using it as like a line art. Oh, we're gonna need a green. I think I like this green. What about this green? I don't think that fits. This is the Absinthe, one of the Ohuhu brush markers. Just such a nice plant green. Not much else to say about it. Color them in a little more. I feel like this needs to be a little fuller. And another pink. Now, when I think of patches, I think of them having like a very bold outline. Let's try that. So we'll just kind of like fill it. If I had a thicker liner, that would be helpful. But we'll just kind of go around it a lot. So I'm trying to like focus the thicker line art on the outside of the patch. Thicken it up. Kind of looks like a patch. I'm kind of thankful that I left the denim lighter, but I do think it needs a little bit more like shadow. The darker blue and kind of just fill in around there to like give it a shadow from the patch. Forgot to add variety. We have two little different flowers. I do think we're lacking contrast within the patch. I could try going over it with some gray in a couple places. Make some of them stick out a bit more over the greens in some places. Then layer it with the purple again so it doesn't look blue. Let's give her darker skin. Let's start here because it's like a mid-tone kind of thing, so we can go darker or go lighter. Then that'll contrast with the light denim as well. Oh, it's called light suntan. I guess that's fitting. Color in your arms and your other arm. Color in the face as well. I feel like some nice bold lips are in order. I feel like a nice bold makeup look would be cool too. Well, that was not the pink that I should have used. Can I blend it out? Now that the patches are so dark, I do think I want to go ahead and color in the shirt. The burgundy color I was saying. So let's just do that. Although this is looking a little redder than I was expecting. Shoot, I was supposed to use a color from the patches. Here we are. Let's add her fringe. Fit in the skin tone under there. What I think I'll do is just take her top color and just add it into some of the patches. Maybe that'll make a difference. Give her shoes this color as well. I think line art's gonna make a significant difference on these pants. I'm still going to avoid making them any darker. Oh, I was supposed to draw another one before I color. Well, this is what happens when inspiration hits, man. It just happens. Let's go ahead and add some line art everywhere. The eyes, let's not mess this up. Taking a deep breath. Bold makeup look still isn't out of the question. Face looks lopsided. Grab my white gel pen. Highlight in here. I want to leave her hair white, like a really bright bleached blonde. I think the white suits her. Outline all these little fringy pieces. But I didn't add a belt because you wouldn't see it. These didn't even end up being super wide like trousers, but compared to what I usually draw, they be. Do you hear that? Listen. That's like the most perfect pop sound, don't you think? I'm gonna add some makeup. Let's do this guy. And then maybe a little green on the bottom half of the eye. Imitate the flowers. Drawing all over this finger. Every time I close it. The leaves. Oh, I did do line art on the feet. It needs to be a little darker. What I'm gonna try to do is use this blue and the darkest blue that's already down there. Get them ready. Try and add a little texture. Because there's usually just something extra where it folds seams and everything. I don't know if they quite look like patches. They just need a little shadow, a little more polka dots. All right, let's just do a nice final send-off sketch. Fill the spread. I'll use pencil this time so you can actually see what's happening. I'll draw my dude character that I promised. Start with a head, a body, leg, another leg with another foot. Feeling hands in pockets. Where would they be? Ear, head, slouch it a little. Torso needs to be longer actually, which means the legs probably need to move down. Oh no, I'm gonna run out of room. Maybe we'll just draw little short legs. Eyebrows, hairline. Kind of cute. Hair. Now you just need like maybe a mouth. A little blush. Fix this leg. It was a little noodly before. Sleeve. I need an arm going into the pocket. I want skinny jeans. lace up shoes, because why not? A shoe down here. Since we're not adding color, maybe I could add just a little more shading and depth with the pencil. Color in the hair. Move the mouth up a little. Give him more chin. It's funny. I like it. Can't believe there was a time when I couldn't draw, dude. It was very, very difficult for me. But now I think I just approach art a different way. I kind of just approach it as shapes instead of just like, okay, this is how I know how to draw a person. I had like one set of things that I draw and I couldn't really change it up until I finally broke out of that. I still do have a few things that I like drawing more than other things, but I'm approaching it differently by breaking down the shapes. You can end up applying that to drawing other things, and you can learn to draw other things faster than if you were just drawing the one thing over and over again and not breaking it down into shapes. We do have a little bit more room for something else. You know what would be cool? Just pull some of these colors over here. Like I was just like blankly looking at her and she's like, ooh la la. And he's just like, whatever. Looking at something completely different. And I think I'd like to just take some of this yellow and bring it over here. I'm gonna grab those stars and just bring them over here. Use a gray, just use it like pencil. Fill in the hatching that's there. Oh, now I kind of want to use like lighter gray. Maybe the pants. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it a day. 4 little drawings. I don't like that it's just full body, full body, full body, full body. I like to usually break it up. You know what I might be able to do? Add a yellow stripe here. Add a little visual interest. Doesn't have to look perfect or anything, just stripage. Like it's super sketchy and cool looking. Kind of breaks up the one person, one person, one person thing. And then there's space up here. Let's grab this lighter blue. Get the moon in here. And just throw in some color as well. And that'll make it stand out that she's not got any coloring. It's not looking like just 4 characters on a page anymore. Throw in another blue square. I think this would look better if her face didn't have all that blue in it, but these were choices I made previously. Hello, square as well. I think it's looking much better. I do want to thank you guys for coming along with me as I fill the spread in my sketchbook. It's so nice to know that I have someone there and I'm not drawing by myself. I know art can be kind of lonely sometimes. I'm glad we can be like drawing buddies in a way. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all next week. I hope you have a delicious evening full of waffles. Bye!